Just read it and come to your own conclusion. You want girls, you don't have any. You want to be in a committed relationship, you don't have it. You want to have money, but you're broke and depending on your mom. You want to have a great body, but you're skinny dude who eats whatever the fuck he wants, doesn't take care of himself.
Love you guys. I'm JK, your brother in the struggle.
He asks, I have a question about making significant life decisions while in the early mid stages of your reboots. Early stage, don't make any major life decisions, okay? Is it a good idea to hold off on some big financial, relationship, or work related changes until further into the reboot? Yes. I've noticed I've gained clarity in several places in my life, and I'm wondering if I should be patient or take a no time like the present mentality. I think that in general, I don't know what the exact decisions are, you should be patient with certain things, right? You should be patient with certain things, especially if they're big life decisions. The only things I think that in your early reboot you can take advantage of are changes that directly involve your reboots. Let's say you're like, hey, I want to start working on my fitness and my biochemistry, start releasing those endorphins, learning how to manage my health, feel better about my body by transforming it, and I want to become a part of Optimum You. Or I just want to join a gym and work with a personal trainer. I don't want to become a part of the program. That's the sort of life decision that you want to get into. Or you're in the middle stage of your reboot and you're just like, yeah, I'm dating or I'm in a relationship and I really don't know how to manage those emotions. Instead of just jumping into a relationship or getting married, you may want to spend some time like learning about that, right? Or learning a skill set. But major life decisions such as getting into a relationship in your early to middle reboots, moving states, changing jobs, you don't need me to tell you. All you need to do is search through the group for job, relationship, or job breakup. That's it. And you will see the stories and the struggle that brothers who try to change jobs, who try to get in and out of relationships face in this group. Just read it and come to your own conclusion, right? But I don't recommend major changes till you have a better understanding of your emotions, better control of your emotions, and then better skill sets around these things. There's going to be time for it, one thing at a time. What I can recommend for you if you're a very driven person is this is a great opportunity for you to start writing out your goals. So if you have some clarity because you've been off pornography and masturbation and you're like, oh fuck shit, I see it now. Like I see what I should be doing, or this would be a great idea. Brother, put that shit to paper and put it up somewhere. You're gonna work on it, right? I put up a post that, the things that we make decisions on, like all of you joining this group, nobody made the decision to join this group right away. What does that mean? It means that years ago, about 5 years ago, you realized something was off, or you heard about something that had to do with porn addiction, or you suspected on your own without reading or seeing anything that you may have a problem with this. And then maybe 2 years later, you saw a video of somebody or myself, usually somebody else, or you read an article or you were in a forum and something, and you heard about that, oh, that you could get help for dealing with this. And maybe a year after that, or even during those 2 years, you had the opportunity, just like, oh yeah, I signed up, I was getting your emails, I was watching your YouTube on and off, maybe once in a while, listening to the podcast, that sort of thing. But it wasn't until like a year later that you were like, okay, I think I might need some help because I went through this breakup. Or I noticed over the past 2, 3 years that my behavior really escalated to something else. Or damn, over the past 5 years, my life really hasn't changed. Whatever it is, something happened, and then you finally made the decision to change your life. So, as I know that sounds a little bit messed up, but that's the truth. We don't make these decisions immediately. For some guys, it takes a while. I think personally, it takes even longer, right? For me, it took about a decade before I started making certain decisions in my life. But when I look at my journals, I go all the way back. I'm like, oh, fuck. I was writing about this when I was 21. It wasn't until I was 30, 31 that I took action. When I was 21 years old in my journal, and which reminds me I should continue the thing of sharing my journals. I think you guys said y'all wanted to see that. I wrote that I would meditate 2 hours a day. I didn't start meditating. I was 21 years old. I would write that as my goal every fucking year. meditate 2 hours a day. Never did. Never meditated 2 hours a day except when I was on retreats. Till I was 37 years old. Till I was 37. But it was on my mind. What else is on your mind, brothers? Right? That's 100% my fault. I could have done it. I just didn't want it bad enough. Just make sure that the shit that you're putting off that's on your mind all the time is not shit that's going to destroy your life. Meditating 2 hours a day was not a necessity until it became one. But just make sure it's not shit like, oh, I want a six-pack. I want to change my body. I need to make money. I need a girlfriend. Don't wait fucking 16 years for that shit. Right? Write it, put it up somewhere, and then realize it may take a while for you to take action, but you want it there. What matters right now, first of all, is that I'm doing the 2 hours. That's all that matters. And I'm doing it now as opposed to not doing it at all. So put those things down and don't try to do, like, don't get me wrong. I think I should probably clarify one last thing, brothers. I tried to do 2 hours a day. I didn't just write it down and not do it. I tried. I just wasn't able to do it. I was way too fucking deep in my addictive behavior, other bad habits, and there were other things that needed to come first. I needed to transform my body. I needed to get into a relationship. Yes, I needed to do all those things. I needed to make money before I was in a place where I could focus Maslow's hierarchy of needs on spiritual attainments. I tried to do it from the I'm broke, I'm gonna let go of everything and just be a simple guy and be at peace and just give my life to God, and it didn't work for me because the reality was, bro, you're a fucking loser. You want girls, you don't have any. You want to be in a committed relationship, you don't have it. You want to have money, but you're broke and depending on your mom. You want to have a great body, but you're skinny dude who eats whatever the fuck he wants, doesn't take care of himself. You want to be happy, but you keep drinking, smoking weed, and chasing girls, and you suck at it too. Like, all of these things was so obvious. And sitting down and meditating to me at that point just felt like fucking running away from my reality. So I spent over a decade working on those things. Yes, getting the girl, getting the sex, getting the body, getting the material things. And what happens in the process of doing those things? You develop in character. Eventually, I had a character of discipline. I have had a character of temperance. I knew, because sometimes I'd overdone certain things and I hadn't overdone certain things. Sometimes I'd fucked up. Sometimes I'd been selfish. Sometimes I hadn't given enough. Sometimes I hadn't been compassionate enough. By going through the process of going for the things I wanted in life, I learned about me. And brothers, you have to go for the things you want in life and learn about yourself. Stop buying into people's shit, telling you like, oh, like having sex is bad, blah, 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 being too materialistic. Fuck all that shit. Go and find out for yourself. I found out all those things, and you know what it made me? It made me a person who was more concerned with what's happening internally. I'm not letting those things go. I'm still always going to have a six-pack, still always going to be financially stable, still be with my girl, and even if I'm not with her, still have the capacity to get another girl. Those things don't go away, brothers. But in the process of getting those things, I came right around, full circle, to the one thing that I really wanted, which was deeper connection with God, with the universe, back to that meditating 2 hours, right? That's the way it worked for me. I'm not saying that's the way it has to work for you, but I'm just saying that just like you guys, I was also a brother who was like, I want to do all these, I want to do all these different things. I just wasn't ready for them just yet, all right? So one step at a time, focus on different areas of your reboot capital, brother. Early stage of your reboot, to go back to the original question, too early for major life decisions, right? Work on these things I talked about, if anything. Financial reboots, well, first of all, biochemistry reboots, then dating reboot if you want to work on dating and relationships. The final one is financial reboot, which takes the longest amount of time.
Whenever you're ready, here are 4 ways that Porn Reboot can help you out for free. The first way is to subscribe to our channel and make sure that you click on the notification bell to get a new video every other day. The second way is to actually get a free copy of my book, Confessions of a Porn Addict, 7 Secrets of Porn-Free Men, where you'll learn about my personal struggle and the lessons I learned over the past 14 years, as well as get strategies for putting together your own personalized reboot plan and ending your compulsive behavior with pornography or masturbation. So click on the link in the description below this video to get the free ebook. And thirdly, if you're not sure where you'd like to start, but you'd like to learn more about my team and I, or you'd like to spend time with more like-minded professionals like entrepreneurs, business owners, men who work in sales or consulting or high-level jobs, men who are controlling their behavior, then join our free and confidential group, the Porn Reboot group on Facebook. There's also a link to join the group in the description below this video. And finally, if you need our help right now because you have a burning issue, it's an emergency, your behavior with pornography is hurting you mentally, you're about to lose your relationship and you want to live up to your potential or be an authentic man and free yourself from shame, guilt, and underachieving, then click on the link in the description below this video that actually says free coaching call, or visit elevatedrecovery.org and click on the link which says book a call.